Alrighty, it is that time once again. Time for Vormithrax to play Cataclysm on the internets. Welcome everybody. There you go. Let's bring up the character sheet. I shall go check a few things. Looks like we are live on Twitch, and the voice thing is working. Alright. Yeah, notifications are out. I think we're good. Happy Friday. Hope you all had a good week. It's already warm up here in this room. Alright, let me close a few windows here on my side. We'll get started with this thrilling continuation of our adventure. Alright, I think I am all set. So we are returning to Edge, our combat hybrid vampire-human combat person thingy. And we're going to new places to do new things. Well, we're going to old places, or not really old, sort of new places. You'll see what's left on our list. We have Location 6, the Collapsed Tower, probably last or second to the last. The Transcoast Logistics, that's our next destination. The aircraft carrier... And that is already done. That's the Central Lab Complex. I just left it on the map in case I needed to get back to it for whatever reason. But yeah, we're down to three. Down to three. So our focus this evening is going to be the TCL. We're going to go raid the TCL. See if we can get another NPC/body pillow. I've decided to change the location of the survivor in the TCL. We're going to make it a little more challenging. We're not going to make it the medical center, which we're also going to visit, but we're not going to make the medical center the location for the NPC. We're going to make the NPC be hiding out in the weapons locker with the secret room behind the big bad guys. That's where we're going to put the NPC in this one. The medical area is too easy. Too easy. So... and we've been there recently. So let's make it the really tough place to go to. And the real reason you would want to go into the TCL anyway. We have to get into the secret room in the heavily defended weapons room or locker. I forget what level it's on, 4 or 5, somewhere down there. I'm going to be terrible at trying to find the damn place. So we'll be wandering around, hopefully staying alive while we do it. And yeah. But we're going to change that. So there you go. Good thing that I get to decide what I want to do. I'm in charge of my own fun. So, slight change. We're just going to change the destination a bit. I think people will be more interested in this new location, because it's the one and only place to get power armor in the game now. Yeah. So. Okay. What else we need to talk about? Character-wise, we're doing fine. We did a bunch of inventory juggling at the end of last episode. We came away from the lab tower with the Daywalker suit, aka the Phase Immersion suit, for those that didn't see it. We got the Phase Immersion suit with 5-point anchor finale at one of the rooms up top of the tower, and we brought out the suit, and we're wearing the suit, and then we put some time into making a whole bunch of batteries for it. We also had one of the mini nuke finales, another one of the mini nuke finales, and we got a whole big pile of plutonium laying around, so we turned it all into heavy batteries for the Daywalker suit and our laser gun. So heavy plutonium fuel batteries. That's what we're running on. So hopefully that'll give us enough charge to have some adventures and keep us safe. We slimmed down a lot of our other choices. We're pretty much down to just the Daywalker suit for clothing. Other than that, it's mostly equipment. Secondary gear. Actually, don't need the wristwatch anymore either. Goodbye, wristwatch. There's a clock in the suit. We got a clock in the suit. So we don't need you. Everything else we kind of need. Although tactical gloves, also questionable. I don't need the gloves now either. Let's get rid of those too. Yeah, let's really get slimmed down. Alright, suit, holster, rucksack, ballistic glasses, also fairly irrelevant now. Mouthpiece, doesn't cost me anything, so I'll keep it. That one has no encumbrance effects and gives you a little bit of possible protection, so why not? 0 encumbrance, 0 warmth, 0 breathability, close to skin. Gives you 2 bash, 2 cut, 2 ballistic protection. For the mouth, for no negatives, so might as well. Sheath for spoon, single point sling for the battle rifle, and the ballistic vest, which I'm a little undecided on. I'm not planning on getting shot. That's typically how I play. I prefer just, you know, avoiding bullets hitting my body, as opposed to being able to shrug them off. Because usually I'm playing terrible characters, and I can't really afford the weight and all that kind of stuff. So it's just a, you know, just a habit. It's my preference. So I'm either going to drop it, or we've got some weight capacity. I may go ahead and throw some ballistic plates in there. Unfortunately, we can't do much to protect our head because I can't wear any helmets or anything additional to protect my forehead. Yeah, I mean, if a bullet hits me in the head, the Daywalker suit's not going to stop anything heavy, so we're just going to be dead anyway. The torso takes more hits on a percentage basis, though. It's more likely to take a bullet. So maybe. If I remove the ballistic vest and I drop the rucksack prior to an engagement, then I can get my dodge up to 6, which is pretty respectable. Between 6 dodge and the Daywalker suit protection, we'd be fairly well protected against quite a bit of things. So I don't know. It's kind of depend on what I start encountering and where we go to in the lab or the TCL and what kind of enemies we're dealing with. The Daywalker suit, while active, will give me complete gas, shock, radiation, mind rays, and all that kind of protection. Plus pretty good physical protection. So if I can just avoid the bullets, which I may or may not be able to do, depending on where we go. Yeah, we should be able to sweep through it, I think, fairly quickly and effectively. I'm hoping to keep enough weight available that I can drag a torch with me with a acetylene tank or 2, but probably we'll end up shuffling back up and down to do that kind of stuff if we need to. So that's kind of where we're at. Other than that, gun-wise or damage-wise, we've got our auto mag on our hip. We got the battle rifle in the single point sling. We of course have the new fancy mono rifle. We can deploy the mono rifle. It's now in my hands. We have our My Immortal mono rifle equipped. As you can see, it's an A7 laser rifle that just pops out of my forearm. Pretty cool stuff. And we'll put it back away again. No problem. So we can pop that out to shoot with our battery. We can. Yeah, we got 3 UPSs with the batteries installed that we can fire from. Or if we got heavy things we need to kill, we can shoot the battle rifle. 244 rounds out of 250 loaded up and ready to go. And then for other things, we've got either the spoon, which is an RM42 fighting knife for our melee combat, and or the expendable baton, should I feel like I need to go blunt as opposed to poke. So, we got blunt, we got pierce. We don't have slash, but, I mean, we're going to be shooting most things. These are just kind of alternates for certain situations, certain types of enemies. So I think that gives us some pretty good variability. I got plenty of antiseptic, we got plenty of bandages, and all that kind of stuff. Not worried about that. We got a visitor's pass to get in the front, the cargo bay area, and, yeah. I guess I don't need the shooter's earplugs anymore either. We'll keep carrying them, but the suit actually dampens loud sounds, so we should be okay there. Yeah. Okay, so that's kind of where we're at. Before we head to the TCL, I'm going to take a trip up the road here, across the bridge. We're going to go look at the bunker, see what's there, and then we're going to check this riverside dwelling and see if it's got a boat we might be able to use to help us in our assault on the aircraft carrier. We're going to need a boat. I'm not planning on swimming over there naked, so we're going to need a boat. How we're going to deploy after that, I'm not 100% sure. I might do it from, like, here. We'll see. I don't know. We'll worry about that if we survive the TCL. So there you go. Howdy, howdy, everybody in chat. Welcome back. Is training dodge a possibility in this stage of the game? It's always a possibility. The problem with training dodge is it's a little tricky. There were some really easy ways to train it in the past, but certain people decided to put videos up on the internet showing how to easily spam dodge and raise it to ridiculous levels. Super easy, and shortly thereafter they got nerfed. Those processes. Who knew? Who knew that kind of thing could happen? So it's a little tougher now. There's still a few ways, especially dodge up to about 5. Up to about 4 or 5 isn't too tough. There's easy ways to do it. The early levels you can just do through dodge training, or practice now, which is a newish thing to the experimental branch. But you can do that. Once you've done that, though, the trick with dodge is you have to constantly be increasing the danger level of the enemy you're dodging for training purposes. You can't train dodge by dodging mice forever. It'll train you up to a certain number, and then the mice are no longer a danger, and you can no longer advance the skill. So you have to keep escalating what you're practicing against. So the balls and dodge training will only take you to a certain level. Then you have to pick an enemy to practice dodging against, and then you'll run out. You'll hit a cap for that enemy danger level. You have to pick a higher, more dangerous enemy to train dodge against. And there are certain enemies that are better to train dodge against than others for mostly obvious reasons. But it depends a lot on your gear, if you're immune to the damage they can inflict. Do they have special abilities you might be able to use or abuse? There's all sorts of stuff. How about a wrench? There's a mod for that. Go check my Discord, and somebody made a mod for it. I've been requesting that they add the wrench to the dodge training list for a while now, just to satisfy my impish glee at you know, the dodgeball movie reference. But no, they're never going to put that in the actual main game, so you'll have to mod it in. All right, Patio Houlihan. If you could dodge a wrench, you could dodge a ball. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, minors are fine. It just depends on the difficulty rating of the enemies. So when you see enemies on your screen and you're below your little compass setting here and they're color-coded, that's their danger level, basically. Gray being the lowest, and then it goes up through variations of white, and then it goes to, you know, green, yellow, orange, red, deep red, as you get more and more and more dangerous enemies. And you just got to keep escalating the enemy you're training your dodge against, and find ways to dodge a bunch without getting hurt or killed. You know, for noobs like me, I don't remember what challenge it was. Some challenge, I don't know, 20 challenges ago, I demonstrated training dodge against a Shoggoth. Good times. Good times. That's when you know you've graduated to Grognard Nirvana here in the Cataclysm land. It's when you're doing things like dodge training versus Shoggoths. He did pretty good. He got me up pretty high. Was it Mouse Rat? I don't remember. So many challenges now. So many. They all blend together anymore. I'm lucky if I remember 2 challenges back, much less 20. So yeah, you just gotta find the right opportunities. There are certain ways to go about it. Think outside the box. A lot of fun things you can discover in the game when you think outside the box. So yeah, I mean, I could train dodge. The problem is, at this stage of the game, as you advance through the game stages and you get better gear, you kind of got to make a decision fairly early whether you're going to be a dodger or whether you're going to be a tank. They're mostly mutually exclusive. I mean, if you got a high strength character and you're all about the big weapons, the heavy weapons, and the heavy plate armor and so on, just forget dodge. Ignore it completely. You're never going to have any dodge, because the gear, the armor, the weight, the encumbrance is always going to flatline your effective dodge. I don't care if you have 10 dodge skill, you're going to have 0.5 dodging because you've got so much gear on. If you want to be immune to bullets, you just either make sure you don't get shot at, or you got to wear such heavy equipment that you're going to have 0 dodge. So it's kind of an either or. You got to decide pretty early on which way you're going to go. This character is fairly interesting in that I could pretty much benefit from both currently. I've got enough protection with the Daywalker suit that I can shrug off most of the normal lower level to mid-level enemies, they just literally can't hurt me. They can't do enough damage to penetrate the 100% coverage armor protection that I've got. And if they do penetrate, what gets through is like 1 point, 2 points of damage on those few occasions. And having some high-level dodge is helpful, especially if I'm going up against something that can actually penetrate that. Having a 6 dodge and having the Daywalker suit is a really powerful combination that will cut down a lot on my incoming damage. So I'm undecided which way I'm going to go. It really just comes down to what I think the likelihood of bullets are, incoming rounds. If I think it's fairly high, if I know there's going to be a lot of robots or turrets popping out suddenly, then I want to have that torso protection with the plates, and hopefully those will hit the torso and the rounds will stop them. If I don't anticipate much of that, I'm probably going to ditch the thing entirely and just run around in the suit and have my 6 dodge and be super happy. But it's only possible because I can get that 100% coverage at around 12 plus damage levels that renders you effectively immune to just standard enemy damage, the low and medium level zombies. If you're even a little bit below those numbers, whether it's the coverage percentage, which is the more important one, or the damage amounts you're protected against, then you'll still get swarmed under and you'll get killed by 1,000 cuts. I mean, you'll constantly take damage and it'll just wear you down. So it's a really delicate balance that you kind of learn as time goes by. But this guy is in such a position with his stats and the abilities and the traits and the gear he's got that he could pull off being a little bit dodgy and a little bit tanky. So I might take advantage of that. We'll see. Okay, so let's get out of there. We are weary. We're moderately weary, so we're going to just read or something and practice something until we sleep, and then we're going to take off as soon as we wake up. So I got most everything figured out inventory-wise. Before I went live, I dropped a couple of ballistic plates into the cargo space of the vehicle here. Oh yeah, I needed to do some repairs, didn't I? I was bad. I broke my stereo. No. Yeah, I was bad. We almost busted a number of things. So we'll work on that. Let's go ahead and reposition the vehicle a bit. How are we going to do that? Let's go forward a little. Then backwards while whoop. While we pivot. More pivoting, please. And then forward while we slide over one more. Now this will be good. All right, that's all we need right there. Okay, let's get going. Let's go ahead and hit our forever candle, and then we are going to examine the vehicle, repair, and let's repair the critical stuff first. That's right, I can't repair the windshield. Do I have any 5 duct tape, 3 super glue. Damn. Nothing else can be repaired on there. Go for the dashboard. We're gonna run out of super glue real quick. Alternator. Don't care. Sure, just so I don't have to fix it later. Oh, my super glue. I'm repairing my leather seat with a arc welder and brazing rods. Alright, so the stereo I'd actually have to replace, which I'm not too concerned at this point about stereo. Not while we're driving around anyway. Those are fine. Yeah, pretty much we're okay. Oh, well, that's a little light. Let's go ahead and make sure those get fixed. Oh, that's right. I can't do the composite armor plating either. Alright, so 1 composite armor plate and a reinforced windshield would be nice. We've got... Where were those? We've got... Was it an armored car or a Humvee? I forget. Where was that? Right there. That's an armored car. We've got an armored car right there, and it looks like it might have a working windshield. And we should be able... Actually, this doesn't have armor plates, I don't believe. I don't think the armored car, which is funny, I don't think it has... Does it have plating? It doesn't have something. I can't remember what. That one's a total wreck, and that's also not the one I need. I think that's... Yeah, there's the other one. That one definitely has a windshield, so maybe we'll run down and grab that one. Okay. Pop that open. Remember, there were a few things down here when we came back up from the north that I was a little surprised about. Fire still going on. It's on the other side of the fire. Okay. Yeah, no military composite armor plating. Just steel plating. What else do we got? We got mounted M249. I could rip that off and stick it on the bike. Haven't really bothered to this point. Yeah, let's rip a few things off of this. Alright, let's see, forever candle on. Remove. Unload. Whoops. We're probably going to get visited. Oh, I didn't bring my tools. Damn it. That's right. I forgot I took all the tools off. Are they on the bike? I hope they're on the bike. Should be on the bike. Reset. Inventory. Alright, tools. Wrench. Cordless drill. Hacksaw hammer. And screwdriver set. That should be more than what I need. Mount secured. Not worried about the other M249. Windshield. There we go. Oh, I need the crane for the windshield. It's strength 13. I got strength 12. Okay, that's going to be a little more tricky. I think it'll be able to get it from there. Alright, windshield's out. Grab a spare just in case. And crane's put away. Uh-oh, Migo has arrived. Hey, Mr. Migo. We will use the mono rifle for Mr. Migo. Fire. Let's see. That will be plenty. Goodbye, Mr. Migo. I think we'll pull off. Oops, we have a hole now. I think we'll pull off one of the steel plating also. Destination area is full. No. Wield. The sheet of reinforced glass is not a valid ninjutsu weapon. Nah, no need to tear the stereo out of the base. We can just grab one out of any one of these many vehicles we have sitting around that we've never used. We got, what, 4 or 5 working vehicles sitting here that we've accumulated? Okay. Remove. Alright, and I'm going to leave the composite armor plating as is. If it gets peeled off, we'll replace that. Should we install the mounted V29 laser pistol? Too bad I didn't get a second laser rifle. I can mount the 50? Really? Does it suddenly require... I'm assuming it wouldn't suddenly require belt fed. Mount the laser pistol. I mean, I can dismount it again, I'm assuming, to get it back if I need to take it down into the TCL. There's a point where we may need a 50 cal. I'm not sure even the battle rifle can handle some of the stuff that's down there. For where we're going, we are going to have a fight in the parking lot, but I don't expect that to be too difficult. I think I'm just going to install the 240. Is it the 240 or the 249 that I have the belt fed for? Got the M249. Five, 6, 730, 75 rounds. I think I've still got lots of, yeah, I've still got lots of 5.56 belts. So that's what we'll go with. So install. Install. Extreme exhaustion. Finish it. That's funny. How about just this one here on the concrete floor? And hopefully it fires over my head. It's firing from the same position. The graphics firing backwards. Interesting. This would be hilarious if I go to fire it and it just kills me instantly. Yeah, normally I actually install it here. I think I'm going to rip it back off and install it there when we wake up. We need to go to sleep first. Let's have some old cheese and some old pickles. Yeah, we're full and hydrated. Good enough. Nah, you can't mod mounted weapons. Alright, good long sleep. It's still facing me. it's wigging me out. Hey, you. I got no choice in the direction it faces. Whatever. You're freaking me out, though. Alright, engine crane's back in. We now have the option to aim turret, mounted M249, fire it wherever. We're sitting at what, 98% battery charge, which is fine. I could probably, at this point, even yank the gas tank and the engine, the 4.5 liter, out and just run it on electricity from here forward. We got enough battery power and charging power that we could keep it running pretty much as long as I want, till we damage the batteries too much to be used. Yeah, so, bike's back in okay condition. Not worried about the armor plating. We can replace that later if we need to when it falls off. The wheel's fine. Nothing's going to fall off unless I do some pretty major collisions again. You have to repair the vehicle or the gun before you mount it, but I don't care about that much damage. So, vehicle's in good shape. I think we've got our own character back in shape. Once again, we're running hot in this one piece of clothing. Come on, game. What the hell? There hasn't been any sunshine in a month, and or 17 days of no sunshine, and yet I'm still overheating in my one piece of armor. Exactly one. Well, the vest. Okay, not quite one. And it doesn't have air conditioning. Ah, man, that still bugs me. Completely immune to all these things, environmental effects, but it doesn't have internal AC. That is silly. 30 warmth. Ugh. Alright, that seemed to go away on its own earlier, so it'll probably go away on its own again. That or it's heating up in the garage here because of all the welding. Who knows? So I think we're ready to get moving. Let's go ahead and do that. Let me dump the tools back out of my inventory here. Okay, we are off to the bunker. We just want to go northeast. Either Fat Baptist, welcome back. Thanks very much for the resub. Yeah, we'll go up here. Gotta remember to take advantage of the various benefits the new armor is going to give us. Alright, just keep driving right to the end of this cul-de-sac. We did a pretty good job of clearing out this northern neighborhood. I think I'll take the road up ahead of this area. Feral humans howling waves. Double check something. Labs come with multiple floors. Yeah, it depends on which kind of lab you're talking about. There's a few varieties of labs nowadays. The old style lab, which will be referred to on the map here as a science lab when you point at it. So I don't actually have any I can show you at the moment. But there's old style science labs that can be variable down to about 5 levels deep. They're not always that deep. Sometimes they're a single floor. I've had exactly one occasion during live streams where we went down the stairs and were in the finale room. I mean, from the top floor entry, walk down the stairs, we're in the finale room. Only once has that ever happened. There's been a couple of times we found that where I went through one room and I was in the finale. But it can be a single floor, but usually it's 5 floors deep, between 1 and 5 for the science labs. But then the central lab complex can go down to -9. The tower labs go up to level 5. The new style subway labs have 2 or 3 different variants that can be multiple floors. There's lots of possibilities, so it's hard to say for certain without knowing exactly which one you're in. But most labs do have more than 1 floor. Okay, up to the road and just basically follow it to where we want to go. Amigo Scouts! Amigo Scouts can shoot me. Hey, another roadblock, another generator. Out in the middle of nowhere. No zombies up here to suck up the 6 beanbag ammo rounds for each of these turrets, huh? Not like we can't pop those anyway, but I don't have any need of the gear that's there. Or yet another advanced Stirling radioisotope generator. The several we've got are providing all the needs I have. Note. Road block. So, we'll just go around. Alright, alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to check this bunker, we're going to check this for a boat, and depending on what we find here, we may come down and check this one, also depending on if any of these swamps are infested with skeeters and slugs and frog mothers and so on. So we'll see. Most of the labs you're probably talking about are the ones you're accessing via sewers and subways, and they have, I think, a variant of an above-ground entry as well. But those types are mostly one floor. If it's a perfectly square... I can actually show you. If it's a perfectly square design like this, this is the quote-unquote new style lab that is mostly just full of 1,000,000 pounds or 1,000,000 items of various chemistry-related stuff. Very little in the way of actual usable stuff that you would be hoping to find. Occasionally you'll get something from something that died and dropped it as a random item. But for the most part, it's nothing like the old-style science labs, and it's just this single-floor square design. And they're fairly common. There's a lot of them, so... We're playing with a revealed map in this challenge, so I can actually roll around this floor. Yeah, there's another one there. There's the central lab complex, second floor. That's the more advanced lab that you can find in the subways. So you'll find lots of these if you're cruising subways and such, these square design ones. But as you can see, there's ones with variants. That's actually the TCL over to the left there. Bunches of them. That is the distorted lab. That's one of the ones you do want to find. That's a pretty fun one. Too big in my estimation, but there's definitely reasons to go there. The science lab, though, the traditional one you read about on all the, if you're going and searching for information or watching older videos, those ones that have been around for a decade, real world time, those are much, much rarer now than they used to be. So you're lucky if you find one or two, unless you're doing a lot of traveling and you know kind of how to search really quick. They're kind of hard to come across nowadays. They used to be way more common. So don't be surprised if you're not finding a lab with multiple floors of that type, because they're just hard to find nowadays. Alright, we got a roadblock on the other side? We do not. Let's go check out the, From the northwest you hear crunch smash! Crunch smash! Uh-oh. What's going on at the bunker? Is it going to have 1,000,000 gasoline zombies and it's already set some things on fire and it's burning? Is that what the crunch smashing is going to be? There we go. Is that a canoe? I think that's a canoe, and I don't think I can take that with me. I was hoping for a boat on the water. Ah, hey there, canoe. I can't fold that up. I can't stuff it in my vehicle. I can drag it to the water, I believe, but it's not really what I want. Yeah. I could drag it to the water and then use it. So, I mean, I guess I could do that, and we could kind of relocate it down. Oof. That's a long way to go. Unfortunately, there's no no water, no sources of a boat down here already. Closer, except for these, but I can't get to these without already having a boat. And or making the existing boat waterproof, or the Nightwing waterproof. I guess that would be the closest right there. But I have to go through a boatload of swamps to get to it. I'm not super excited about. Alright, so that tells me what I needed to know for the moment. Nothing else on the water out here? No. Let's go investigate the noise up at the bunker. The lab below a tree pattern? Yeah, that's the central lab complex. We showed that. We demonstrated that. They changed the tree pattern thingy, though. Let's see. So, map. Fast scroll. What was fast scroll? F. So, if we... oh, yeah, we're not that far from it, are we? Where were we? Down here. So that is fast scroll. Where was it? I've lost track of where I'm at on the main map. I think it was over here. Well, however, it's changed a bit in its presentation, but yeah, that's the central lab complex. We visited it already in this challenge, so just dial back a few episodes and on the VODs, and you'll be able to go see it if you want to. And I've explored it multiple times. It's another one of those locations I don't tend to like to visit because it's just too big. It's too much of the same stuff over and over and over and over and over again. And one of those maxims where bigger is not always better. Alright, what do we got over here? We got lots of zombos. So they are not attacking the spotlights anymore. They used to, but now they're ignoring it. We got one guy that can see me, the hunter killer. Oh, there's the flamethrower zombie. Gotta watch out for him. And the spotlights will light me up so that all the zombies can see me. But there's no no turrets out here anymore. You just gotta... I don't think they've broken the card reader yet. Yeah, they haven't broken the card reader yet. I could just lure them out and then gun them down with the turret. Probably should have loaded one more belt onto the vehicle if we're going to use it to clear things. Hey zombies, lots of them can see me now. Okay, aim turret mounted. Yeah, not as much fun as the 50. Look at all those guys in back there. 50 would drop it in one shot. It's going to take like 15, 20 rounds just to drop one hunter-killer zombie. That's a pile of guys out there. Probably easier just to lure them away. I want to kill some of them just for the opportunity for grenades and such, but... And since I don't really care about the amount of ammo that I have, since we got lots of it. No, not stupid slimes. Yeah, it's gonna take a lot of shots. Oh, or not as many as I thought. Alright, now the big guy's on the way. And I can't see all the details. Did I see infrared something or other? Yep, sure did. Infrared goggles. We got the infra goggles on somebody. So, I mean, gonna blow through an awful lot of ammo. We've already blown through 70 or 64 rounds of ammo. Let's go ahead and back up. Probably should shoot the spotlights. See if I can hit them from here. They don't have much in the way of hit points. Alright, spotlights down. At least the front ones. I don't remember, are there rear spotlights? They cheat that way. Those rear spotlights can see right through the building to where you're at and highlight you as well. I don't want to kill the flamethrower zombies anywhere near the building. Pretty much, I just need to drop him, and everybody else we can drop pretty easily with other solutions. Yeah, Kevlar Hulk's gonna take a lot of hits. He's not moving. He's not taking any damage either. No real damage. Alright, let's go ahead and back up. I'll probably hang out in that spot, because now I'm not getting spotlighted, and now I've made a huge amount of noise there. Hey, let's do an acid bomb. Yeah! Wield. Acid bomb. Activate. Daywalker suit. Deactivate. Daywalker suit. Hey guys. Throw. Acid bomb. Sure. Glorious. And then we'll do... Nah, that should be plenty. We'll just let those guys burn. They don't know no better. As soon as one of the flamethrower guys explodes, that'll be interesting. How come they're not taking any damage? Why you no take damage from my my acid? You're standing in a pool of acid, and you're taking no damage. What's up with that? These guys maybe. They got a lot of rubber on, but maybe these guys too. Actually, I think they're also encased in rubber. But these two definitely aren't. What's up with that? Weird. I don't think they've taken a single point of damage. Not a single one of them. Alright. Did somebody nerf acid? I know there's been some internet yahoo that's been complaining about the overpoweredness of acid. Have they turned off acid bombs from the player? Because this seems a little weird. Not so much these guys, but these guys, they should not be immune to acid. Has 25 acid resist? Really? Has it always? I don't distinctly remember us killing a Kevlar Hulk or a Kevlar Zombie earlier with acid, but it just seems weird. Huh, alright, whatever. Wield Molotov. Activate. Molotov. Bro. Molotov. Right there. Hey guys. I'm right here. I'm all lit up. Oh, there goes one of the flamethrowers. So, most of the flamethrowers are dead. Let's go with laser rifle. Kevlar Hulk's almost dead. Nah, let's go with the big gun. The one designed to punch through this kind of silly armor. You guys, we shouldn't need anything like that against. Let's put that back on the sling. Drop the rucksack. Go for spoon. Oh, hi there. You thought you'd be all... Whoa. Whoa! Whoa! Hey there, Colossal Croaker. Apparently, my loud noises have brought some friendly things from the swamp down here. Or the river. Alright, let's go over towards the fire. Whoa! Hello, Colossal Croaker. Man, that guy leapt far. Oh, he can grab? I didn't know those things grabbed. Oh, he's got a lot of jump. He hasn't hit me yet. I'm wanting him to jump into the light or the fire, but he might avoid it. Yeah, I think he ran away from the fire. All right, we'll see if he shows. What? Good lord. Wow, I got too close to the fire. Way too close to the fire. Look at all that damage I just took. Wow, blisters. I have blisters. Alright, I wasn't expecting that much damage. Huh. And we're still taking damage from the blisters? Yes, we sure are. Look at that. I've never had blisters before. Well, let's get back to our backpack. I don't know what to put on blisters. Do they go away on their own fairly quickly? Oh, they're gone. Alright. We get blisters now. Not sure when those were added. Let's take a painkiller, I guess. We'll just take a light one, tramadol. Hey, look, we got a grenade. Alright, so we gotta stay away from the fire. Fire bad. Don't know where the croaker went. He may or may not come back.